Kings Club Baccarat, professional Baccarat for the player who wants to play professionally for the rest of your life, or for if you want to just do it as a side hustle. I'm going to show you some things on Baccarat here you've seen nowhere else. I'm going to show you the strongest algorithm that there is in this game, and a way that you can make money at it forever. All you got to do is just settle in, pay attention, fire me an email if you have a question, fire me a text if you have a question, call me. I'm available to anyone in the kingdom. Join the kingdom with us. Hit subscribe and be part of this. We'll wait on the kingdom to arrive tonight, and we're going to do what I call an autopsy. This is a shoe that has been played. Hey, Chuck Ritter. This is a shoe that has been played, and we're going to do an autopsy on it tonight of Baccarat. We're going to play it a couple of different ways. And my good friend Chuck Ritter, who's here, he's already ran one shoe for me with one particular way of playing that I'm going to talk to all you guys about as well. Joseph Gurecki's in here, and William Latta. Hey, Bill, how you doing, buddy? The kingdom files in. Let's get some in the house, and then I'm going to tell you a couple of things and then show you an autopsy here that's going to be checked out two different ways. So, Chuck, did my numbers look right based on that shoe that you did? I appreciate you doing that, and I tried to send you the scores back so you could see how I'm going up 4 and down 3, and I'm never resetting. I'm just going to go ahead and fire on through it. When we're playing that banker only, I'm never going to reset because you're probably going to have 15 to 20 hands in a shoe. I like that too. I like the limitation on hands. Now, I'm going to tell you, Chuck, if you decide to chase the after one win, one repeating win, you can continue on and try to catch another one. You more often than not, you will, and you can see them right here on that banker only. But we'll talk about that as we get later on. Okay, they checked out good. Thank you, Chuck. I'm very excited about that because I always want to have fewer bets and higher profits. Fewer bets is less risk. Higher profits is money in your pocket, and it's looking like a good thing. But I also like how you played. You marginalized yourself when you were at the table, and you played your safe way, and that's always a good thing to do. HR Green Shark, how you doing? Okay, so I'll go ahead and begin here and say I talked about two bets this week that were separate than casinos. The one I talked about was betting on a horse at Saratoga named Bourbon Serengeti. And it was a good thing to follow because the horse has a little bit of a problem that he's trying to figure out, and that she doesn't switch leads in the stretch. Yep, there you go, Chuck. Yep. It gets riskier when you follow the runs, but if you follow the runs, you can cash it big. So you can play it on an audible. Try it for a couple of times. If it's not working out, back off of it. But you can make those things as you wish. But I'm pretty excited about that way of playing, and I'm going to look at this tonight now. The horse that I wanted to bet, Bourbon Serengeti, was in the second race yesterday at Saratoga, but the thing is she happened to get a really bad luck at the break. When the gate flew open, the horse to the outside of her and the inside of her came right in on her and pinched her back, and she was about 10 lengths behind the field. And rather than use her too much, the rider just kind of ran it out, and she ended up finishing fourth, but he didn't try to win the race. Sometimes that happens. They call it racing luck because that's the way it is. Now, the second thing I talked to you guys about was playing baseball this weekend. We've had great I wouldn't say luck because it's really not luck. The home team gets swept only 6% of the time during a baseball season. So if you pick the right games, you have a good chance of winning all the time. Now, it's a little bit tricky because you're going to play all 3 games until you win. If the win is on Friday night, well, you got your money and you're done. And the Orioles were listed at minus 140 for the Friday night game. So that means if you bet 140 on the Orioles and they win, you win $240. You win $100 profit. Or if you bet $1,400 on the Orioles on Friday night and they win, you win back $2,400, a net $1,000. So that's the way those odds worked. The Orioles were minus 140. The Marlins were plus 120. So if you bet $100 on the Marlins and they won, you get back 120. You make more money if the Marlins win. But you had to bet 140 to get a net $100 profit against the Orioles, and we were prepared that if they lost Friday night, we would martingale the bet Saturday, and we'd martingale the game Sunday, knowing that in all likelihood they're going to win one of the three games. But the Orioles won the Friday night game, so we win right off. So if anybody wants to talk about baseball betting, uh, it is a martingale, and sometimes you got to bet extra money to get your profit, but you'd have to know how much do you want to make, and I could tell you how much you're going to have to bet to get it. So we could talk about that. But anyway, that was the story with the horse, and that was the story with the race. And good evening, Trish and Guaping. How you guys doing? Yeah, you still won even with the following the runs. Yep, yep, and a solid profit at that. Um, but anyway, let's look at playing this King's Ultimate too deep, and we're going to talk about playing this with a mid to high roller bet of starting at $200 and using $50 units, up four and down three. And we're doing the autopsy here. I just ran this one out, so we're going to do it together and look at it and see how it goes. So right away with the banker bet, you're going to bet that the banker's going to hit in at least once in the next two hands, and it did not. And so the banker got us started with two straight losses. So that's minus 4 units, minus 8 units. We're down 12 units right now. Now, I'm not going to bounce back and forth. I'm going to go ahead and go straight forward with the banker again there, and the banker wins. And so now we won 12 units there. So now we are even, losing 4, losing 8, winning 12. This bet here, we're betting that the player is going to repeat in the next two bets. They repeated right away. And so we go down 3 units, and that's a win of 9. So I'm going to go ahead and go all the way through this. This is an autopsy. Obviously, we win right away with the banker. We win right away with the player. We win right away with the banker, right away with the player, right away with the banker, right away with the player. So that is 4 straight wins. So then we're going to lose that banker bet there because we got 3 players that came up, but we lose 2 bets there. Then we begin again with the banker there, and we win right away. And now we got some losses. We lose that bet right there, but then we win with the repeating player right there. So you got a player bet coming up for 2 rounds. You lost there, then you won. And now we start with the banker bet, but we lose both bets there because we got 2 players in a row doing the autopsy here, able to move pretty quickly. This bet here is going to win. Obviously, you don't even chase the streak. You just win the 1 bet and wait. Then we win the 1 bet and wait. Then we got a bet on the banker here. We lose 2 bets. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Yes. So we had a banker bet here, and then we got 2 players. So that's 2 bets lost. I'm keeping a running total here as I go. So here is a banker bet that wins right away. And now here's a player bet that gets 2 losses for us right there. Now, this is one of the tricky ones where you come up with a chop. We're betting that the player is going to repeat within the next 2 bets. We lost there, but we won there. So if you lose one and win one, you're always going to be profitable. And then if you follow it up with an immediate win, it's even better because now we got a banker who's going to repeat in the next 2. There it is. We're finished with it. Now here's a double loss. We got a player bet, but we lost with 2 bankers in a row. Then we got a player bet, ending our session, and we lost there but won there. So let me look back and see where we are. So we ended up with 10 wins and 12 losses going all the way through. We ended up winning 159 units and losing 148 units. So we won 11 units positive at $50 a unit. That's a positive, that's a plus $550. And this is like when I talk about the time that I discovered about a month ago that I had truly found a tear in the fabric of this game. And I have been inside of this game now for the last month to where I've found things that have led us to where we are. to where you can win 10 hands, lose 12, and win $550. That's pretty doggone strong. If you can win 40% of these hands, you're going to be profitable all the time. And it's 11 units of $50 in this one. Hey, Kevin, 11 units of $50 in this particular shoe, $550 profit. So if you're playing $10 units, it's 11 units of 10, so you're plus 110. So it's depending on what you're betting. You're a big high roller, you're playing $1,000 units, well, you won 11 grand in this shoe. And there's no deviating, there's no change. It's right there in front of you to see. And so this is a 10 win, 12 loss shoe all the way through, an 11 unit win. Okay, now I told you that I'd stepped inside the tear in the fabric of this game. And when you're inside this game, you begin to see things during the autopsies that tell you things. So I'm going to play a certain way right now. And anybody who's listening to this is going to know, I'm not going to show this again because this is too powerful. I got Chuck Ritter working simulations now with me, and we have got nothing but positive results so far. This is called a bet the banker only. And this is a simple thing of saying that the banker will repeat one time. That's all you're going to have is one bet per sequence. And so when I'm betting the banker only here, right here, we lose. So that is down 4 units. Right here, we win. This was a 4-unit bet. Add 4 units, that's an 8-unit bet. So with that win, we're up 4 units right now. So we're up $200 right now. You're up 4 units of 50. With the player bet, we skip it. And then there's another banker. And so we play it again right now. And there's the win. We got a player, we skip. We got a banker, we play it, we win right now. We got a banker play, we win right now. So if you see this, we lost one hand, then we won. This would go like this. I'll help you out on how it goes. This goes -4. This goes +8. So you're +4 units right now. We're going to go down 3. So the next bet's going to be 5 units because we won at 8. There's a 5-unit bet and a 5-unit win. There's a 2-unit bet because we go down 3 units. There's a 2-unit bet and a 2-unit win. Now we go all the way to the basement, which is 1 unit. We got to keep going down. So this is a $50 bet, just 1 unit, but it wins. Now here's the power of this. You've just won 8, 5, 2, 1. So that is 15, 16 units minus the 4. So you're up 12 units right now. 12 units is $600. You can walk right now with your $600. FX Mark J. This is the way to play, Mark. I'm just telling you. This is banker only. This is one bet only, one repeat only. And we're up $600 right here. But also one of the powers of this, our descending scale of D'Alembert, puts us now at a win of 1 unit. So this next bet is 1 unit. So guess what? You only lost 1 unit right there. That's a $50 bet. Now with that 1 unit loss, we're going to now go up 4 units. So now we got to go up $200 plus the 50. So this next bet over here is going to be $250. After losing this 50, there's a $250 bet, cha-ching, right in your pocket. Yeah, check the figures at the start. You got to. No. The tie is okay. I didn't count the tie as a win. There was a tie and then a win. That doesn't mean they don't mark it like they mark it like that, meaning there was a tie and then there is a win there. Because the very first one they don't have a way of marking it because it's a tie. Nobody won. So when it's marked tie through red or through banker, it means it was a tie and then subsequent the banker did win that next hand. So no, I didn't. I counted as a win because it was a win. But the tie that happens there, followed by the banker, gives the mark through the banker, showing that there was a tie there. But then the banker won, and then the banker won the second one. So there's the win there, and then that's after the 1 loss. So now this win is +5. You go down 3 units. That loss is -2. So this loss is -6 because you're going back up 4 units. The next bet is a 10-unit bet, and there's a win. So you lost 2 units, you lost 6 units, and you won 10 right there. Now we're going to go down 3 units. That's a 7-unit loss. And then we're going to go up 4 units from 7, so there's an 11-unit win. You see why the D'Alembert works so strongly when you're going back and forth. Your follow-on win is always going to put money in your pocket. So now we're going to go down from 11 to 8. There's an 8-unit win right there. Now we're going down to 5, and there's a loss. The next one is going to be a 9-unit play. That's a win. The next one's going to be a 6-unit play, and that's a win. And now we're going down to 3 units, and we lost our last bet of the shoe, 3 units. Now, if I scan back and forth here, go back to this tie. Okay, so you had a tie here at the beginning, and then you had a banker win with natural. In this session here, there were 10 wins and 7 losses. And you can look at them right here if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 losses. When you're doing your autopsy, you can see right away, you're the coroner here, you can count them. We got 10 wins and 7 losses. It came to a positive 65 units, a negative 28 units. This is outrageous. This shoe delivered a 37-unit win. Now, you want to multiply 37 units times $50, and you're going to see what you're going to come up with is, what is 37 times 50 real quick? Isn't it 3,700? It's $1,850. That's an $1,850 shoe at $50 units. At $10 units, it's $370. I'm not going to show this again, but I'll answer anybody's questions anytime. But this is banker only. Keep it to yourself. I don't want everybody to have this. But we're going to keep playing it to see if we can break it. But this is banker only. And by all means, like Chuck was pointing out, like here, this is a loss and that's a win. But if you want to, you can play the banker again. You'd catch the win right there. Now, you'd lose there, but then you'd catch a win again there. You'd lose here. You're going to lose there. You win there, you could win a streak there. This thing could streak to 14. You could win every one of them. But if you won there, with that follow on, you'd win 2 more bets if you kept playing. You just take the risk of catching a loss. And I'm keeping it simple because, well, if I can make $1,800 keeping it simple, I think we should keep it simple. We're getting ready to go, and so we're trying to make sure that we are making the best bets with the highest profit we can do. So this is banker only, betting that it will repeat one time. It's a single bet each time. Loss, win, 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 loss, win, loss, loss, win, loss, win, 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 loss. Those of you who play this game at the table a lot, you know if you win 4 hands in a row, you're getting ready to break the table because that is so powerful. So this is why I'm still happy with the King's Ultimate 2 Deep. Of course I am. I mean, we still won $550 at that. But we have winning sessions here all the time. We've been doing this for a long time, and we're showing the ways that you can win at this game. And you can ask me any questions about this, but this, follow the banker. 1 deep bet, or if you want to try to run the streak, you can, because you even had so much money right here after losing 1, then winning 1, 2, 3, 4 straight hands. You had so much money with the D'Alembert because this hand is an 8-unit win. This one is a 5-unit win, and then you go down, of course, 2 and 1. But you're winning 13 units here after losing 4. Well, you're up 9 units right now. That's $450. And so it's really easy to go. So results are what matters, Green Shark. That's right. Player only would have done well also. The only, okay, Green Shark's got a good point. Player only wins as well. I mean, I'm certain that I'm living inside this game now. Yeah, the player wins 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Loss 7, 8, 9, 10. Loss, 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 loss. That's the problem with the player right there. but you would have still won money. I mean, you would have just had you would have finished the shoe with that string of losses. The banker has that edge in the wins. That's why I'm playing the banker here. And but it doesn't mean to say that our main goal is to win every time. That's always the problem. The problem is not winning some of the time. The problem is winning all of the time. Second player is a fantastic strategy on shoes showing player dominance. Okay, Joel, we don't do that kind of stuff. Okay, I appreciate what you're saying, and if you like doing that kind of thing there, but that gets really complicated. And my problem with is it won't win all the time. It will win most of the time. You will probably be profitable, and you do get no commission, but playing 3 card 7 bonus is a whole separate thing. If you go down that rabbit hole, buddy, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck. I want to play it simple. I want to pile up the money and keep the kingdom going forward. But thank you for that input. I appreciate it. There's all kinds of ways to play Baccarat, but almost every way that people suggest to play it, it'll win sometime. It won't win all the time. And we are in this thing to win all the time. And so we're not going to play those kinds of things all the time. But anybody wants to ask me about this, I'm not going to show it again because I don't want this thing going out to the general public air night after night after night. But this banker way of playing one repeat, or if you want to dive down the hole and try to get a streak, you could, because you could catch it. If you're playing $10 units, by all means, I don't see why you wouldn't try it. But if you're up there playing $50 or $100 units, and you're going to get yourself $400 or $500 in about 10 minutes, take the money and go, and then come back and do it again. So that's what we got. Hit me a like if you're on the way out. We've shown some things tonight we've never seen before. And these are powerful ways for you to get some money. And I want you to get the money, and I want to get the money for everybody that's here. And I want to thank Soup Campbell, give him a big shout out. Soup Campbell sent in another share, bought in another share with us right before I'm getting ready to go to Vegas on Monday. And so I appreciate that very much. He added to our pot, so we're stronger now and getting ready to go. Gil Rary, thank you so much. Love you guys. You guys have a great night. It's a beautiful night here in the center of the universe, Bloomington, Indiana. I'm right outside the sample gates of Indiana University, and it's really a beautiful night here. Richard, thank you, and Trish, God bless you all. Have a great night. I'll come back to see you tomorrow night, but I'm not going to show this banker repeating bet again. We'll do a Kings Unlimited tomorrow night to close it out, and then I'm going to Vegas, and you'll hear from me there. Thank you so much. Hit a like on the way out. I appreciate it. Good night, everybody.